Unfortunately, I don't say this enough, but BG3, I'm impressed. Hello everyone, and welcome to Action RPG. I'm your host Aaron, and for today's video we are headed back to the world of Baldurs Gate 3, who very likely just dropped their last community update before we get early access. And this community update is focused on character creation, and again, like I said a minute ago, I am extremely impressed. As always, I will share my thoughts. Please feel free to share yours in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to support smaller channels. Alright, let's jump right into this. So much to unpack with this character creation. Let me start by saying that this might be the most advanced and detailed character creation I have ever seen in my life inside a video game. Just for the head alone, you are going to have 150 options. Just for the head. In BG3, you can start your journey by choosing your race, subrace, black background, and class. In certain cases, you'll also get to choose a subclass, perhaps a deity. These choices will ripple out across the story, affecting how you roleplay throughout the game. And in this community update, there's not a video at the end. They just have these little excerpts in the middle that kind of show you the different variations of different characters. You'll assign points to your 6 abilities: strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. You'll then decide which of the various skills in-game you're going to be proficient with. Example, acrobatics, deception, and stealth. Last but not least, you customize your appearance and how your character is presented to the world. Now, it cracks me up the examples they have here. Okay, listen to the detail in this. Will you be a beast-taming, mage-breaking, charlatan halfling ranger with a toxic frog as a familiar? Or a noble Githyanki eldritch knight who let herself be seduced by the absolute with the ability to psionically drag her enemies toward her? Or will you be a more traditional tiefling warlock who made a pact with the devil? The choices are endless. Those sound like some good options to me. Nah, not the pact with the devil, but the rest do. Now, this is the part that is really mind-blowing. Look at this. Take a second. Take this in right here. Look at all those SLRs pointed at this model. Okay? Our character creation features photorealistic fantasy races based on 3D scans of actors and models, blemishes and all, selected because their features roughly resemble the direction of each race in the game, as well, of course, for diversity and variety in human-like races. Okay, you don't understand what that means. It means they took a race in a fantasy universe, matched that race's characteristics and visuals to another human, then took that human and put it inside this little thing right here with all these different characters, and then turned it into a photo-realistic fantasy race. A level of detail I've never seen before. I mean, it's pretty unbelievable. Our team spent much of the time in pre-production carefully selecting, scanning, and molding these scans to become the base heads for the character creation. Launching into early access is a total of 150 heads to pick from across the 16 races and sub-races. Now, I'm going to show you a couple pictures to break down that level of detail. So it shows right here. Obviously, you see the blemishes in the skin, and when you kind of look at this, it looks like mild acne scars. You see this? Go down more. Look at this face. You can see like a little pimple right here, little pimple scar. You can see all the little indents and the lines in the face. You can see the hairs and all the little skin. Like, I mean, that is a very realistic face. You can see the lines in the lips. I mean, they did an unbelievable job. We decided to use scan faces in our pre-production to create characters that were as realistic as possible. We scanned 40 people of different ages and ethnicity. While scouting for models, we focused on features that would fit our fantasy races, and we looked for faces that either had something unique about them or were very versatile to fit different characters. Unbelievable. Eventually, we transformed the scan heads into approximately 150 unique heads of various races that you can see in-game now, and that number will keep growing. Some of our scanned heads kept their features, but others became a starting point for creating new faces. We also use scanned data as a learning resource because there is no better sculptor than nature. Like, look at this one. You could obviously see the lines in the forehead. You could see all the little mole on the nose and the blemishes and all the other wrinkles in the face. Like, obviously this is an older person. But again, I mean, it looks very realistic. Now, in Baldur's Gate 3, when this game drops for early access, which is right around the corner, October 6th, you're going to have 8 races to pick from and pick a subrace. Now, those 8 races that are dropping at early access, and there will be more added later, are human, Githyanki, elf, drow, half-elf, dwarf, halfling, and tiefling. So those will be the 8 races. Baldur's Gate is a vast cultural hub on the Sword Coast, attracting adventurers of extremely varied races and cultures, all whom are looking to make a name for themselves in the city. In BG3, the NPCs of this world will react to who and what you are, giving you unique opportunities for roleplay based on your selected options in character creation. This is just another picture they show of like what you can do. Like, look at the eye here. Pretty cool. Listen to this. Races more alien to the Sword Coast, like the Drow or Githyanki, are so rare to the average NPC that you'll find their interactions to be unique as well. Of the nearly 600 NPCs you'll meet in Act 1 alone, 600 NPCs in Act 1 alone, each one draws from their own experiences, defining how they approach a discussion or situation. Each of these races represent a staggering amount of narrative and mechanical complexity. In one playthrough as a human, you might be treated with respect and honor. In the next as a Githyanki, you might have to struggle for those same courtesies with the sharpness of your tongue or the ferocity of your fist. What race you pick will be the foundation of your appearance, but will also give you a bunch of cool racial features, including stat increases, skill proficiencies, and potential other bonuses. So you could pick being a human and play through it, and for whatever reason, everyone treats you with respect, because the Sword Coast, there's mainly humans there, right? But then you pick a different class that is not of that island or coast, and now you're going to be treated completely different. So you can play through Act 1 as each class and get a completely different experience each time. I mean, that's pretty amazing. Obviously, they're just writing it. We have to wait until we play and see what it's really like. But so far, everything they're saying is pretty amazing. Class. In early access, you'll have 6 classes to choose from: Cleric, Fighter, Ranger, Rogue, Warlock, and Wizard, each with at least 2 subclasses to choose from. If you're unfamiliar with D&D, these classes unlock their subclasses early at level 1, like the Cleric, while others gain their subclass choice by level 3. If you choose a class with an access to magic, you'll be able to select from a number of cantrips, simple arcane skills you can use to dazzle and destroy your opponents again and again, and spells more powerful abilities that you'll have limited uses of between resets. Just like your background and race, your class will also be given options in the world with roleplay. NPCs might recognize the skill set you live your life by, and in turn you'll gain options in dialogue and unique opportunities your other companions will not. So for example, if you're a wizard, if you're playing that class, and you're dazzling people with magic, maybe the NPCs will say something different because they need a wizard class to do something. I mean, who knows what they're thinking with that mechanic. Classes evolve as you level up, and each class represents plenty of opportunities for customization. Once you hit level 4, for instance, you'll get to select from a wide range of feats. Feats represent talents or an area of expertise that gives characters special capabilities. They embody training, experience, and abilities beyond what your base class provides. Holy smokes. You are likely going to have to read through this yourself or watch this video a second time to truly grasp just how much character creation goes into this. Because it's not just about creating your character before you log into the game and then your character changes based upon skills or gear you pick up, stuff like that. Like, no, your character evolves as you level, evolves based upon interactions you have with your party and your NPCs, and then continues to grow throughout the world. Your character creation goes from start to finish of this CRPG, this classic role-playing game, to a level, at least from this written developer update, that I've never seen before. If they can really bring all this to fruition, like, this might be one of the best RPGs ever made. Alright, I'm going to close out this video with a few more things. I'm sorry, I know it's definitely on the more boring side. I don't like reading normally this much. I don't want to put you to sleep, but the level of detail I felt like for this community update really needed to hit home, okay? Appearance. This is the last thing I'm going to talk about for character creation. And this is, again, the details. Within the Appearance tab, you'll customize the finer details of your character. You can choose from different voice options, alter facial features, hairstyles, colors, and beards. Hair and eye color will have multiple canon options, but these options can also be ignored, and you can just pick whatever you want from all the colors available. Finally, you can add the finishing touches with a variety of tattoo or makeup options. You'll notice that many subraces have different appearances to each other, which add another layer of variety to the roleplay in your party. So basically, when you're creating your character, pretty much the sky's the limit. You can make that character look exactly how you want. You can go through 150 faces to find the one that fits you, or the character you're looking to make. Man, this character creation is going to be a whole lot of fun and probably take an extremely long time. Okay, so that's everything I got around character creation. Now at the bottom here, they do a quick Q&A, and we're not going to go through all these Q&As, but there has been one topic that has come up in my Discord a lot, and it's based upon the video that I made around romance. And should kids be playing this game and all that, yada, yada, yada. Well, this question came up in the Q&A for this developer's update, and I thought just quickly I would read it right now. Will it be possible to play without romance whatsoever? Like companions trying to romance you or each other? Answer: who you romance is up to you. It's completely your choice. You don't even need to be friends with anyone, and you can reject any advances from characters in-game. There's not a way to like turn it off, but ultimately you can play this game completely solo without any friends, and then anytime an NPC or another character tries to do romance on you, you can just simply reject them. There's not a way to like turn it off, but ultimately if you don't want to deal with that feature in the game, you can do that. Alright everybody, that's the video, and likely my last community update before we get early access. We are now days away. October 6th. Baldurs Gate 3 drops on Steam Early Access for $60. Is this a title you plan on purchasing? Does this last community update breaking down the most detailed character creation push you in the right way to buy this game? I'm very curious what you think about the level of detail they have put into this. Let me know in the comment section below. If you have not joined the official Action RPG Discord, please do so. We now have over 340 members, great conversations every day. The idea is to create a gaming community that could jump from game to game together so you never start the server alone. Link for the Discord is in the description. That's all I got. Thank you all for watching. Stay home, stay safe. Do not forget to join the official Action RPG Discord. Aaron, out.
you.